You're watching Primetime News live on MTV Sports. It's time now for Action TV.
This wetland in the Pamanugama Peninsula in Jayala, which spans an area close to 1,300 acres, rich in biodiversity, was established as the Muthurajuwela Reserve in 1996. With the change of government in 1994, much of the wetlands in Jayala and surrounding areas, which had served as a natural drainage system for rainwater, were taken over for massive housing schemes, leaving the Muthurajuwela Reserve as the only wetland left to soak up rainwater. According to the Gazette notification, which was issued according to the recommendations made following a study on turning this area into a reserve, people who are residing within this land were allowed to remain there. But this concession was made under strict conditions. Taking legal action against those residents who fail to abide by the conditions which have been put in place to protect this environmental reserve is the duty of the Director General of Wildlife. The settlement which exists in the Muthurajuwela Reserve under the conditions set out in the Gazette notification is known as Nilsirigama. While the Wildlife Department is constantly vigilant to ensure that Nilsirigama residents do not violate the conditions laid down, this footage is proof that they do not pay attention to anything beyond this duty. Around 1,000 plots of land have been blocked out in this manner within the reserve, destroying numerous mangroves. The truth is, we cannot see any shortage of land for the people of the Pamanugama Peninsula, but politicians bringing people from other areas here and blocking out plots of land in the Muthurajuwela Reserve is causing massive destruction. The group which is expecting ownership of these plots of land at present possess only letters issued allegedly by public representatives requesting that they be granted land. The letters are addressed to the chairman of the Jayala Pradeshya Sabha, the deputy chairman of the Wattala Pradeshya Sabha and a councillor of the Jayala Pradeshya Sabha. Among the letters is also one which bears the letterhead of a senior cabinet minister. Among these letters, the only one in which the name of the land in question is mentioned is in the letter allegedly issued by Minister Felix Pereira. According to those waiting to claim ownership of these plots of land, the dividing of the land was undertaken by an individual known as Sarat.
We give 14,000 to this person Sarat to purchase the land. Now we do not have the 14,000 and neither do we have the land. Even if we do not receive the land, it's okay. Give us back the money or a suitable solution.
Some of the persons who are awaiting a resolution have paid in excess of 300,000 rupees for a plot of land. As such, shouldn't an investigation be held to ascertain if these landless persons were defrauded on a large scale by a group posing as their saviors? Inspector General of Police, this one is over to you.
The Commissioner General of Examinations has called on those who sat for the 2011 GCE Ordinary Level Examination to ensure that they use the correct index number when obtaining their results online. Commissioner General of Examinations WMNJ Pushpakumar says that a monk in Kandy had obtained the result statement of another individual as he had keyed in the wrong index number online.
Wilgamwe Panyaratana Thera sat for the 2010 final Pirivena examination. He has inputted his index number from this examination when he attempted to view his results from last year's GCE O-level examination. He received another individual's results because he had used the wrong index number. The correct result statement can be obtained only if the correct index number is provided. If the wrong index number is provided, then the wrong result statement will come up on screen. Therefore, I appeal that candidates provide the correct index number. Also, anyone can obtain information through our 1911 hotline. I request those seeking results to make maximum use of this facility.
UMP Central Provincial Councillor Shantini Kongahage stated that Sandhya Eknaligoda had to go before the international community as she had no other alternative. Kongahage made this comment during a function in Harispattua, Kandy yesterday.
The road from Ovisapillikade in Harispattua to Muragahapola was declared open by Central Provincial Councillor Shantini Kongahage.
Eknaligoda was a talented journalist. Sandhya Eknaligoda had no other place to go to find out her husband's whereabouts. She went to every institution she could go to in search of her husband and requested her husband to be released if he is being held somewhere. Recently, a minister had said that Eknaligoda was residing in another country, but then some say he is no longer alive and that his body was dumped at sea.
Good evening and welcome to Sports First with me, Suan Fernando. Starting off with cricket news, the Galle pitch turned into a bowler's paradise as 17 wickets fell in an action-packed day 2 of the first test between Sri Lanka and England. Sri Lanka scrambled to 84 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in their second innings after bowling out England for 193 in their first innings today.
Sri Lanka resumed their first innings on an overnight score of 289 for the loss of 8 wickets. Adding 29 runs to the score, Sri Lanka were all out for 318 runs. Mahala Jayawardene top scored for the hosts with a brilliant 180, while James Anderson bagged 5 wickets for 72 runs for the visitors.
Very close. That's got to be close. Yes, he's given him.
In reply, Ian Bell made a resilient 52 for England, while the rest of the batsmen failed to make any noteworthy scores. Rangana Herath ripped through England's batting lineup, claiming 6 wickets for 74 runs for the hosts. England were bowled out for just 193 runs in their first innings, giving Sri Lanka a handy 125-run first innings lead. Batting in their second innings, Sri Lanka too put on a poor show, with only Thilan Samaravira making 36 and Kumar Sangakkara contributing 14, while the rest of the batsmen failed to reach double figures. Sri Lanka had lost 5 wickets for 84 runs at stumps, failing to capitalise on their first innings lead. Graham Swan bagged 4 wickets for 28 runs for England.
The length was exactly right.
Curator of the Galle International Stadium, Jayananda Warnavira, made arrangements yesterday for the public to view the test match between England and Sri Lanka for free. The general public, who find it difficult to buy the high-priced tickets, expressed these views.
The main reason for me to come here is because I watched News First last night. I was able to find out that Jayananda Warnavira has allocated room for the locals to view the match free of charge. If not, tickets should be brought at a price of between 5,000 and 7,000.
Earlier, the locals were given a separate area to view the match, but now they have allocated only about 100 feet. The foreigners too do not have room in the 5,000 rupee stand, so they too are here.
Earlier, we used to watch matches in Galle, buying tickets for 50 and 100 rupees. But this time, tickets are priced at 5,000 and 7,500. With today's financial crisis, we are not capable of buying tickets at such high prices. I would like to thank News First for revealing the fact that arrangements were made for the locals to view the match for free. We were able to come here based on that information and support our team. I thank News First on behalf of cricket fans in Galle.
Also in cricket news, the Central Province women's team emerged champions of the Interprovincial Women's 2020 tournament, defeating the Western Province women's team by 5 wickets. The final of the tournament was played at the Moore Sports Club grounds in Colombo today.
Winning the toss, the Central Province women's team skipper Dilani Surangika elected to field first. The Western Province women's team posted 96 runs, losing 9 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. Shashikala Siriwardena top scored for Western Province with 28 runs, while Inoka Galagedara made 25. Priyangika Kumari bagged 2 wickets for 18 runs for Central Province. In reply, Central Province reached their target in 19.5 overs, losing 5 wickets. Dilani Surangika played a captain's knock of 35 and was ably supported by Chamari Sarojika, who contributed 26 to guide Central Province to victory.
And finally, in tennis news, world number 3 Roger Federer suffered a surprise defeat to American Andy Roddick 6-4, 6-3 in the Miami Open to end a 16-match winning streak.
Andy Roddick, who has slumped to 34th in the world, had his powerful forehand back to its best and was strong on serve, winning 69% of first service points. The win was Roddick's first over a top 3 player since beating Novak Djokovic in Cincinnati in 2010 and his first against Federer since a 2008 win. The 29-year-old Roddick broke in the third game of the final set to take a grip on the match that he never gave up. For Roddick, who suffered a series of injuries during his tumble down the rankings, the win against Federer confirmed to him that he was back and feeling healthy for the first time this season.
Thank you, Suwan, for bringing us details from the world of sports.
Well, the all-important finals of the Yes Superstar Season 2 will be held on the 7th of April.
Hirushka Fernando, who is one of the top 3 finalists vying for a place in the finals, shared his thoughts on the Yes Superstar journey so far and the judge he's training with ahead of tomorrow's show.
Entertainment First has the details.
There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you.
This whole journey has been really challenging. So coming to top 3 after having gone through all those is really an amazing experience. So I think, at this moment, it's a great achievement in life, in my whole life. So I'm really glad that I really took part in this competition.
There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw them at all till there was you.
Well, I'm working with Natasha, and she being the only lady in the judge panel. And the songs that she gave me were 2 different songs from all what I have sung all this day. So it has been challenging to have the practice sessions and all that. So we had the practice session, and Natasha was giving me so many advices as to how I should sing, about the diction, then the way that I should sing the song. So she has been really helpful.
Well, that wraps up primetime news for this Tuesday evening. Thank you very much for joining us. If you missed out on any of the stories that we aired today, do log on to our website. That's www.newsfest.lk for the very latest on the web and the world around you. I'm Mahina Bongzo.
And I'm Ravi Gamgi. Thanks for watching us. Good night.